I'm Mohammed Hassan Al-Jili, who is going to be your science teacher for grade 7. In the first unit, we are going to study about the science and a lot of technologies and science and what kind of science and how could you make differences between the branches of the science and a lot of other things. But first, now today we are going to focus in chemistry, which is going to be about matter, because you have to know about the matter. If you need to know about a lot chemistry, you need to understand the matter. You can see a huge varieties of forms of matter around you: rocks, oceans, plants, animals, cars. Even cars and computers are all varieties of matter. If you want to understand what these forms of matter are composed of and how they work, you need to understand the chemistry. So, what is chemistry? Chemistry is a study of matter and how matter behaves. Matter, and the definition of the matter is anything that has a mass and occupies space. Matter seems to be continuous. For example, a smooth of piece of matter, a rough piece of rock, a glass of water, all appear to be continuous. The reality is different. Matter is discontinuous. It's made up of particles with a space between them. There was a Greek philosopher, Democritus, who first considered that the matter is made up of particles in about 400 BC. However, the idea was not accepted because there was not any experimental evidence for it. Then a question remained on the agenda for about 2,000 years ago. Until a magister school teacher, John Dantle, revived the discussion and completed the experiment evidence which is confessed people. Matter is composed of atoms, said Dalton in his atomic theory of 1803. This statement started chemistry on the road from a branch of philosophy to the science, which is today. Dalton never dreamed that anyone would be able to see atom. However, X-ray diffraction has given us a chance to see atoms, as you will see, as you can imagine. Let's move to the atomic theory. What is atomic theory? But first, we need to know these atomic theories and the main points. Dalton's theory can be summarized as follows. 1. Matter is composed of tiny particles called atoms, which cannot be created or destroyed or split. 2. All atoms of any element are identical. They have the same mass and the same chemical properties. They differ from the atoms of all other elements. A chemical reaction consists of rearranging atoms from one combination into another. The individual atoms remain intact. When elements combine to form compounds, small whole numbers of atoms combine to form compound atoms, as Dalton called them, or molecules, as we call them. Some points in the atomic theory have been modified since Dalton's time. The atoms of elements, for example, uranium, can be split. Some elements have two or more than one kind, which differ slightly in mass, We call these atoms isotopes. Isotopes.